Is it? Yeah. All right. Where is, okay, because the roster says a different name. Hi, ladies. How you doing? Hello. Good, how are you? Good. Welcome. Good. All right.
Perfect.
Did they tell you that you have to sing?
I have to sing. That's fine.
You all have to sing, all of
She
it.
can sing, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they both can sing. That's Shakira.
But should I love this? One person? Let's go. Let's
Oh.
do it. Hello?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know the mic was
There
on.
it is.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're live.
I just did,
Oh,
I
they're
just-
live.
I just did like this. I don't know. Live where?
It's live.
Live where?
Here, we'll give it another minute, and then I'll introduce you all.
Okay.
My
What she
name's
said?
Cindy.
What?
She's going to give us a minute, and then she's going to introduce us.
Okay.
Why is my?
Let me be sure I get these names right. Jerkayla Jordan, Aislinn Hayes. Is that right?
That's Anastasia.
Sorry.
Is Ace supposed to be up here?
Let me see. Okay.
Anastasia.
Probably because it's my sister.
Okay,
She's
two
my
sisters
sister. Mhm.
on the team?
Yeah.
Really three.
Okay. And then Alana,
Alana.
Alana
Yes.
Smith. Okay.
Oh, straight from the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Testing.
Sophia, hi.
Testing.
Can we get some pics?
This
Go ahead.
is ASMR.
Welcome.
Okay, it's time to get started. I would like to welcome Mississippi State student athletes, Jerkayla Jordan, Anastasia Hayes, and Ulana Smith to the podium. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand, state your name and your affiliation, and we'll get a microphone to you. We'll get started with questions from our audience.
Justin Fomer, the Commercial Dispatch. For any of you girls, just what was it like sitting through the selection show, knowing you guys were on the bubble now, and waiting for Mississippi State name to come up, and then now that you're here, just sort of the experience you guys have had so far?
I mean, it's just an honor to get to come to March Madness, and we were really excited when we seen our name up there, you know, playing in. We just got to show who we are, and but just to get the honor to be able to see our name up there was just amazing. We were all excited, and we're ready.
Anastasia and Alana, I know you guys have previous NCAA tournament experience. What do you guys just remember from those years and sort of playing in this environment?
Well, for me, this is what we worked so hard for from the start, from the summer. But this is an awesome month. This is an awesome feeling. I'm nothing but grateful just to be here. We're through the door. We're here. So now it's about what we're going to do while we're here.
Yeah, I would say for me, you know, we worked all year to get to this moment. It's March Madness, and this is where you want to be during this time. And to be here again, it's just amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm honored that I got to play my last year in March Madness.
A follow-up to that, just how important is it to have sort of that experience? And I know there's a few other girls on the team that have played in this environment as well at this point of the year when you're in a one-and-done format.
I think it's super important knowing that, you know, the people on the team that have not had the chance to make it to a tournament yet, and this is their first time, I think it allows them to kind of be settled in and understand that I got teammates that have been here before and knows what it takes. So it kind of eases the pressure off the people, you know, the freshmen and the people who haven't made the tournament yet. So I think it's great that we're here and we're able to walk them through what it means and what it takes.
Alana, you were a high C, I believe, when you were with Middle Tennessee, too. What sort of, I guess, oh, sorry, and my apologies.
It's okay.
What I guess sort of is the mindset when you have sort of that higher seed next to your name and maybe not many people are thinking much of you in these games?
I mean, that's the underdog mentality, but, you know, at the end of the day, why not us? That's been our thing all year. But we just got to come in and prove everyone wrong, play our game, play how we play. You know, being the underdog, that doesn't matter at this point because we know who we are and we know what we can do.
Jerkayla, what gives you guys, I guess, confidence that this team could make it to not just Wednesday or Sunday's game, but even beyond that?
I want to say the last game we played, you know, it didn't go our way. But luckily, the season wasn't over for us, so we have we got a second chance, and we're just here to prove, you know, who we are and what we can do, basically what Andy said.
And then when you guys look at Illinois, just what shows up on film and kind of things that you guys are going to be focusing on tomorrow night?
They're a really scrappy team. You know, we got to do our part, rebound, play defense. They got some great players that's going to give us a run, but I feel like it's going to be a good game.
Jason Crowder, Mississippi State Radio. I'm going to start with Alana. You decided to come to Mississippi State. Obviously, you played for Sam Purcell at Louisville. What was it about Coach Purcell in Mississippi State that attracted you to Starkville in this program?
Just Purcell and him and how he operates and what he believes in. Like I always said since I first got here, it's more than just in between those four lines. He cares about you as a person off the court. And one thing that he prides himself on is making sure that you leave college better than how you came in as a person and as a basketball player. So I think all that above the fact that he's just a phenomenal coach, that's what definitely attracted me here.
And this could be for any of you, just his coaching style and the energy that he's brought to this program. What's it been like playing for him this season?
You want it? I just think Coach Sam is like a really passive person, and you can tell that, you know, he cares about each and every one of us. So just seeing all the passion he has while we practice or while we play just makes you want to, you know, run through a wall for him, and just give it all you got because he's going to do the same in return.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy, you getting to the NCAA tournament this season, I know that's been a goal of yours when you came down to Starkville. How does it feel? And obviously there's a new season. Is it a new mindset for you and this team?
Oh, yes, it's definitely a new mindset, new season. Everyone's 0 for 0. Nobody has no wins. So I feel like at this point, new season, and yeah, I would say that. I mean, I'm very excited. This was one of my goals coming here to Mississippi State to get to an NCAA tournament, but not just get there, but to make a big run. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with my team, I feel like we can do that.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? We're good? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
I'm going to put on my new socks.
Coach, I'm
Sam
good.
Purcell.
Cindy Sykes.
It's a
Nice
pleasure.
to meet
Yes,
you.
pleasure.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Sorry, I was trying to get my sheets. So I guess
Oh,
I get a
take your
certain
time.
question.
Yeah.
I was talking my head off earlier. You have the cumulative right there by chance? Oh, I got it right here. Sorry. There we go. Oh, thanks.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. It's time to get started. I'd like to welcome Mississippi State head coach Sam Purcell to the podium. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation, and we'll get a microphone to you. We'll get started with questions from our audience.
Sam, Justin Froman from the Commercial Dispatch. After going through the selection process and sort of sweating out the show, now that you guys are here and preparing for tomorrow's game, just what does this all feel like?
Just unbelievable experience. First, want to give a major shout out to the South Bend community. I've been up here multiple times in my coaching career, and what a special place. They value women's basketball. The people who work here are the nicest people in the world. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. I'm trying to go for some votes while the Notre Dame fans who attend who are not watching their team. I'm gonna try to reach out for some support. So this is me calling out my presidential campaign here, and Sam Purcell approves. We would love your support. But this is what you live for: March Madness. So I've talked to my team all year. You come in the summertime, you put the work in the fall to get to this point. So we're embracing it, we love it, and we can't wait to play tomorrow.
For a team that hasn't, or a program that hasn't been to an NCAA tournament in 3-4 years, there's still a lot of girls on this team that have experienced this in their past, in their careers. How advantageous is that going to be heading into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, it's going to be huge, but at the same time, it's about the unit. And I think the cool thing for me, to your point and your question, is we've got a group that is hungry. Despite some that have played, it's more about where we at as a unit and where we're at as a team. And I couldn't be more excited to coach this group this year.
For you, being a head coach for the first time in the NCAA tournament, just how different is this experience in terms of preparing for an NCAA tournament game compared to being?
Yeah, you know what? It's not much different because if you work with great people, it's the same. And that's what I've been fortunate in my whole coaching career. It's basketball. I tell people at the end of the day, we're not trying to save lives or anything. When you're fortunate to coach a great group of young women, my job as a coach is just to set them up for success. My assistants have done an unbelievable job scouting film and putting a great game plan together. And now we've got the best seat in the house to just let them go out and do what they do best and make plays. We'll provide them the support they need throughout the game, but we're excited as a unit.
When watching film on Illinois, what just stands out about that game?
Woo, how much time you got? Okay, because listen, I could say a lot of great things. Shawn is obviously, I've known her in my coaching career. So much respect for her as a coach. She's a winner. I think it's a cool storyline with both of us opening up for women's basketball as the first game. Two programs that have gotten back to the NCAA tournament, two programs that are hungry. And then you look at the players on both rosters. You've got returners, and then both of us have brought in newbies. And what she's done has been awesome because they're playing together, obviously, or else they wouldn't be here. They play really fast in transition. She's a phenomenal coach because she runs a lot of great stuff. So we've got our work cut out on the defensive end, and they're just great scouting report defense on the defensive end. So it's going to take 4 quarters if we want to try to find a way to win.
Last one for me, just being one day out, what's, I guess, your message to the team, again, heading to the game tomorrow?
Yeah, just enjoy it. You know, you don't get here if you don't know how to win and what it takes to win. So we're going to have the same preparation. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be selected, but don't change your routine. You know what to do, but it's obviously magnified because it's win or go home. So there's an urgency about what we have to do. Obviously, we're about to go out here on the court, and we have a short time window. We're going to try to maximize it, watch film tonight, get great rest, and put a good product on the floor tomorrow.
Jason Crowder, Mississippi State radio coach.
Do I have to answer his questions? This is my first year. Okay.
In your first season, did it meet expectations as far as being a head coach? What were some of the things that you learned? What have been some of the most difficult things, challenging things, and some of the, I won't say easy things, but some of the glamorous things about being a head coach?
First of all, thank you, Jason, for attending here at South Bend. All right, it was a great question. Yes, no, it did meet my expectations because I've talked about it all year. Today's generation and today's rules with the NCAA landscape, you no longer have to wait 3 or 4 years if you do it right. And I couldn't be more happy with the meetings I had when I got named the head coach to ask the players who are here who are special to return. And then for us to get in the portal, and again, I can't talk enough great things about my assistants because this is more than just me. It's a group of people. They rolled up their sleeves. We got on the phone, and we found some great supporting cast members to come join these players. And so when you put all that together as a coach and you look at it on paper and say, man, I think we've got a really good team here. And for it to come to life, full circles, and obviously to have your name mentioned for the NCAA tournament and get in, that just solidifies what we thought we had on paper, and it's great to see that come to life. And then the highs and lows, it's like anybody in coaching. Man, we've had some great games. I love it. You know, one of our mottos has been all year is bend but don't break. We had some heartbreakers earlier this year. South Dakota State at South Dakota State, which is unbelievable environment for women's basketball. We lose a 2-point game there on the road. Then we go for a Thanksgiving Classic and lose in overtime to Nebraska, who's a really good team. So our team was hungry at that point because we won every other non-conference game, but we never just had that signature win. And then you get into conference play, which SEC is the best conference in the country. I still believe that because first and foremost, you got the #1 team in the country and the national champions in South Carolina. So they just set the tone for what our league's about. We got the bruises and bumps, but you saw a team in February that knew how each game was important and that we had to come out and do what we needed to do, and they did that. So I couldn't be more proud of the group of young women that I have who are fighters, and they've been an absolute joy to coach in my first year.
You mentioned a slogan about bend but don't break. You've also used a slogan this year, why not us?
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that meaning?
Yeah. You know, the cool thing about Mississippi State, obviously when this job came open, I told my former boss, Jeff Walls, that I always wanted the right fit and the right situation. And when it came up, I said, oh, Jeff, this is the one. And the reason it was because women's basketball matters in Starkville. There's been some great coaches before me that have put this program on the map. And so when given the opportunities, I knew if we put a product together real quick to restore that roster and get the right transfers, then why not us? Why not get back in year one and get this where we're talking on a national stage and making national news? And just pouring that into my young women, too, because I wanted them, because I have several young women where I might be their 4th head coach. And some of them at their 2nd school or 3rd school. But with all that being said, they're great players. And so when we sat in the room and we sat down to talk, I said, why not us right now? All right, we have the same opportunity as every other school across the country where we get the same amount of days to train and prepare. And if we outwork our opponents in our own gym and we think we win each day, then why not us? Why not us have a special season, and why not us get back in the national stage and compete for a national championship?
And any more questions? Okay, that's great.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.